What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and to today's video. In today's video, we're playing Infinite Warfare here in 2020. I've been loving going back and playing older Call of Duty games for the past week. I think it has been really refreshing. It's been really fun to do. It's been really good to create content on these older games because just see how they're doing, you know. It's a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. I hope you guys like it. It's Infinite Warfare. What else do you want? You know, Infinite Warfare, right, it was one of the more hated Call of Duty games, you know? But I actually have started to enjoy it a little bit more looking back on it. It's not that bad of a game. It does have its flaws, don't get me wrong. Like, the game isn't perfect by any means. It's very flawed and had a bunch of issues in it. Like, balancing of weaponry was kind of odd. But it also did a lot of good things. I mean, it had decent supply drop chances. I think the worst part about this game, for me at least, was the fact that it couldn't hold my interest with the way the game looked. Now, granted, games to me, they don't need to look pretty for me to enjoy them, but for this game, BO3 felt similar, considering they did help with Infinite Warfare, but it also felt really bland and gray, kind of like Ghosted. That's why I stuck with Black Ops 2 for so long. Oh, shit. That's why I stuck with BO2 for so long when it came to Ghost, because Ghost didn't look good and BO2 just felt better to play. Got him, got the Vulture. What? I'm using a shotgun, I'm not using the assault rifle. But Call of Duty Ghost looked the same, and I think that was the biggest turnoff for this game. Although this game is fucking good looking once you do certain settings, like turn motion blur and film grain off, and the game actually looks really good. Oh my gosh, this game does bring back memories though. I can't deny it, man. Infinite Warfare certainly does bring back memories, because I played Infinite Warfare when it came out, but I also didn't. I played a lot of other games, as I've said in many videos. But Infinite Warfare to me feels like one of those games that is severely underrated. Because Infinite Warfare is very polished, it's very fluid, it feels great to play, it has a lot of good things in it that have never been in Call of Duty since, and I think the game doesn't get enough credit for what it deserves. Got him. Just so much shit. Got him. Got him. But Bedrosin, this game had a lot of good ideas. I think the biggest one... Yeah, I'm retiring, but Infinite Warfare had a lot of good ideas that were slowly implemented to other games, and I think the biggest one was free DLC weapons was in this game. Like, what I mean by free DLC weapons was they weren't based in supply drops. If you owned the season pass, you get them for free, or you could do it for or you could just do a challenge and get it, which I think was a genius idea, and that made its way into Modern Warfare 2019, actually. So a lot of good ideas came through this game, and I think the game didn't get enough credit for where it deserves. The game had two Dark Matter variants. You had Solar and Black Sky. Now, Black Sky was technically the Dark Matter, but if you didn't want to use any of the classic weapons, Solar was your Dark Matter for just using the guns in the game. But you could always go that extra mile of using things like the M1 Garand and the OSA and the Hornet and stuff, which is like the G18, the M1 Garand obviously, and I believe the ARX-160 from Ghost. But the game had a lot of decent ideas, and I think the game doesn't get enough credit. And granted, I'm part of the issue, because I didn't play much Infinite Warfare. I didn't like Infinite Warfare that much. And to me, Infinite Warfare's biggest issue with me was the weaponry felt all samey. The weapons all they didn't feel the same. But every weapon did, certain weapons were so much better than others that there was no point in running a weapon like the Type 2 over a K-Bar or the NV4. And for me, that's a big turnoff when games don't promote other weaponry. Like, I'm on Warfare 2019 right now. The FAL, the M4, and the Grau, and the M13 and Kilo are the main weapons you want to use, same with the MP5 and MP7. They're like the main weapons. You can still use weapons like the P90 and do pretty darn well. But I think that was lost within games like this. And BO4 has that same issue with weapons like the Maddox and the Cordite, and the Swordfish to an extent, and the ICR on the Rampart. a lot of those weapons are all the same, but they're also completely different. Because they all do different things. They don't all shoot the same fire rate. That's what turned me off of games like this. It just seemed too samey. Now granted, you could say that same exact statement about a game like Modern Warfare, where everyone uses the same weapons, but I don't feel punished for taking a P90 over an MP7. One thing I'm gonna say here is I think Infinite Warfare works. If Infinite Warfare wasn't a game, a Call of Duty game on its own, I do feel like it would have been better if it was its own game, a space shooter, just like it is now, but it was its own IP, mainly because Infinite Warfare's gameplay is very good. It's very fluid, very fast, and I love space theme. I think the space theme is genius. There's a guy out there, I don't want him to kill me. Peek it, peek it, peek it. Got him. Got him. Guess what, he didn't peek it. Got him. He had RPR Evo, or the Ripper version in this game, which I do think it was really cool how they innovated on a lot of the weapons that were in older Call of Duty games. Like, this is the Ripper in this game, but it actually has a variant that actually makes it the actual Ripper from Call of Duty Ghosts, which I thought was really cool. One thing I didn't like about Infinite Warfare, and I'm going to be completely honest with you, I think forcing someone to use a weapon variant to get a deatomizer strike in this game was very stupid in my... We're not going to talk about it. I thought you having to get using a certain weapon variant was pretty stupid to get a deatomizer strike. I think it should have been necessary, but I think maybe instead of 30 kills, it was 25 if you used the variant. You know, give a person a reason to use it. But I don't want to have to use a weapon variant in order to drop a nuke, pretty much. And also, one of the biggest things I think this game did well with its nuke is if you were in TDM and you dropped one, the game would end, yes. But if you're in a mode like Domination, I believe the mode would not end. Same with Co-Confirmed. The game mode would just keep going on and you could drop multiple. Because I know K3 did that on what map was it? Throwback, I believe is what they call it in this game. With the baseball park and stuff. And it was a really cool idea, in my opinion. And I think it should be done more in Call of Duty games. I really do think callable nukes should be the norm in every game, including Treyarch's next game. Mainly because I feel like callable nukes make it more rewarding, but at the same time, you can't drop multiple unless it's like the DAT or the Chem Strike or the V2 rocket from World War II and stuff. And that's one of the biggest things with me is if I'm going to go on a big ass streak, I don't want to have to wait to call in a nuke. I want to earn multiple in the game for the content. And that's what a lot of YouTubers did when they played this game. They dropped mini. K3 or Swag, I believe, did it. K3 I know did. And I think it would have been such a cool idea, in my opinion. Bro, my throat is killing me from the amount of times I sneezed a little bit ago, bro. Jeez. Got one. I can earn a deatomizer with this gun, but I can't earn it with my other gun. Because you also can't earn a deat with your specialist or what ability thingy like you can in Modern Warfare. Fucked it. But I think that was really cool that you can earn multiple streaks in the game. But the weapon variants did break the game. At least the kill damage changing ones broke the game. And that's honestly where the variants change, because if it's an accuracy buff, that just makes it where it's easier to control recoil. Doesn't change how the gun how people can play it. If I can use a normal Karma 45, which is the vector gun in this game, which I'm using right now with the 2 mags, and control its recoil more than with this variant, which is just boosted with full grip and stuff. Although this game does bring back a few memories of playing zombies and stuff, man. I played a lot of zombies in this game. Now, granted, I didn't play a shit ton. I played a decent amount. I played way more BO3 because Chronicles was releasing. And, you know. Also, BO3 I had already invested a shit ton of time into and money into. So, I didn't really want to restart it completely. And that's one of the biggest things with Call of Duty annual releases. Is everyone's like, why would you ever want to switch back to an older game unless it's a few years later? Well, the reason I did it with this game instead of any of the others is because the zombies, to me, there's only really 2 good maps out of all of them. That would have been Spaceland and people are gonna hear this, but I enjoyed Beast from Beyond. That was really it for me of zombies in this game, and I think that's one of the biggest issues I think this game took, was too familiarity and not enough good maps and stuff. For any of those, like multiplayer doesn't have that many good maps. I mean, I can't say they're bad, but they're not memorable. Like Azir Cave is not memorable on Modern Warfare, but I actually enjoy Azir Cave in Modern Warfare. I love how there's prisoners in there and we're just fighting over here. Triple kill! Quad kill! Shoot that out of the thingy, get that UAV, the pack rat up in the sky. There's a guy right here, I don't know if he's peeking it. He definitely peeked it. Got him. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. This took me a while to make because Infinite Warfare is kind of dead, to be honest with you. Like, Infinite Warfare is a really dead game. It's not the most living game, so that's why it took me a minute to make this video. Modern Warfare videos are coming back to the channel very, very soon. Don't stress about it. I have an MP7, MP5, a M4, a AUG, and a Grouse, and a Faust all coming soon. So that should cover the next week of daily uploads of Modern Warfare. But I'm also going to be doing where every 4 days there will be a Modern Warfare video, or every 3 to 4 days there will be a Modern Warfare video on the channel. Like for 3 days out of the week it'll be Modern Warfare, for the rest it'll be multi-COD. Mostly because multi-COD is the enjoyable part that I've been playing recently on Call of Duty. So I really hope you guys did enjoy that. Don't worry, Call of Duty videos are coming back anyway. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please do drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're brand new. And I'll see you guys in the next one.